Hello friends and fellow Pixel Gun 3D players, I am Exotic Gaming and welcome back to another top 10 video. Now, over the course of Pixel Gun 3D history, we have had a lot of very cool weapons added to the game. On the flip side though, we have had a lot of very annoying guns added into this game. Today, I decided to compile a list of 10 of what I would consider the most annoying weapons in Pixel Gun 3D history. Now, my list is probably subject to change, and your list will be different from mine. I'm interested in seeing how your list compares to mine. Let me know down below in the comments what you would change with my list. Leave a like though if you think this video was well made and you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more Pixel Gun 3D top 10 videos just like this. And without further ado, let's begin. Alright my friends, so starting things off, the 10th most annoying weapon in Pixel Gun 3D history, in my personal opinion, is the Pandoras Box. Now this is a gadget, right? This isn't a regular weapon in your armory, but I honestly have to say it's just a really dumb concept to have in a game like this, right? I mean, I guess it's kind of cool the way that it's kind of based off of like mythical characters and stuff like that, but the fact that you can actually use a weapon to just kill people that you don't even see and it does damage to everyone, I don't know. I just think that's something that shouldn't be in a game like this. It doesn't really make that much sense. I personally like weapons that, you actually use directly on another person, right? Even an area damage weapon, you're shooting it at somebody and killing them. But something like the Pandoras Box, where you're literally just killing everybody, even if you're hiding in a corner and doing absolutely nothing, doesn't make too much sense, and it's always very annoying to die from that. Moving on though, the second, or I should say the 9th most annoying weapon in Pixel Gun 3D is the Raccoon with pipe. Now I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys remember this weapon because it wasn't released that long ago, but this thing was basically the modern day version of the Storm Hammer in the melee section. This thing was a lot of times a one-shot kill, or sometimes on rare occasion a two-shot kill if you were pretty unlucky, but with that amount of power, you were able to rack up ridiculous amounts of kills because this thing had a massive radius since it had area damage on a melee weapon. You have maps that are absolutely tiny in Pixel Gun 3D like Coliseum, and if everybody in an entire match is using the Raccoon with pipe, you can imagine the chaos that was ensued. It was absolutely insane, ridiculously crazy, and one of the most broken weapons to ever exist in this game. Luckily, it was nerfed a little bit after it was released, but it still haunts my memory to this very day. The 8th most annoying weapon in Pixel Gun 3D, again, of course, in my opinion, is the Megagun. Now, the Megagun is something that, you might have even forgotten even existed in this game, because after it was nerfed, basically no one used it again. It was a forgotten weapon in Pixel Gun 3D, but I, as an OG Pixel Gun 3D player, remember the horrors of the primary weapon known as the Megagun. It was only a few shot kill, and it had this massive radius for each and every bullet. It sounded so annoying, and it just didn't really fit in the game. It's kind of like an arcadey style of gun. Like, it makes you feel like you're in a 1980s arcade game, but a weapon like the arcade rifle is just a much better implementation of that type of category of weapon. The Megagun was just poorly implemented, it was way too overpowered, and it just didn't really fit the game too well. That's why I didn't like it. Next up though, the 7th most annoying weapon in Pixel Gun 3D takes us all the way back to 2014 and 2015. I hate this thing because this was the first weapon I spent actual money on in the game. It's the laser minigun, one of the very first gem bot weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. This thing shot through walls, and it was a 1 to 2 shot kill. A lot of times you were shooting this thing with a very fast firing rate. It's a minigun. I mean, imagine a minigun being a one-shot kill, and yet that's what the laser minigun was, and it also shot through walls. It was perfectly accurate. It's not like the laser minigun now, where when you hold down the firing button, it slowly loses accuracy. This thing was perfectly accurate. You could spam the firing button, fire through the walls in maps like Silent School, and I mean, the kills were unbelievable. It was absolutely ridiculous. It was like the Arc Image Dragon ones of 2014 on steroids, and that's why I didn't like it so much. We're almost halfway through this video, but the 6th most annoying weapon in Pixel Gun 3D is the Supercharged Rifle. Now, this is actually still a very powerful weapon, and I would honestly combine it with 2 other weapons that are basically the same thing. The Mr. Squiddo, or actually I should say the Little Cthulhu, that's the Mr. Squiddo's bigger, badder brother, and then the other one is the Black Hole. Those 3 combined are a one-shot area damage sniper weapon that has 0 travel time. You do the math, all right? This thing has area damage, and you can shoot all the way across the map instantly with the snap of 2 fingers, okay? So you don't actually have to aim for a headshot like you would do with a normal sniper, where, you know, it makes sense that it's a one-shot kill if you get a headshot with that. No, you can just shoot relatively close to where enemies are and then get a one-shot kill. Very overpowered. That's why I didn't like those 3 weapons. Already halfway through this video, and the 5th weapon, the 5th most annoying weapon in Pixel Gun 3D was the Stormhammer. Oh, dear God, the Stormhammer. I'm sure newer players, whenever they hear me talking about it, they're like, oh, God, the boomer, the Pixel Gun boomer's talking about it again. God, freaking dang it. By the way, in the comments, I swear to God, if you called me a Pixel Gun boomer, I will be very, very upset. Don't you dare call me a freaking boomer, okay? Anyways, sorry, getting sidetracked here. The Stormhammer was basically a one-shot kill area damage melee weapon. Imagine the Raccoon with a pipe, but faster at killing people and was even more powerful, okay? And it was so annoying to just see players swinging this thing. I just hated seeing the characters going swing, swing. Like, I mean, imagine some idiot with a baseball bat flinging it all around the place because, like, he has some spasm attack and he can't control his body. That's what I always thought the Stormhammer looked like, and it just looked like a very annoying weapon. You heard that sound of the lightning bolts and you knew, oh God, Stormhammer users, I'm out. And it was just, it always ruined matches whenever you saw somebody with the Stormhammer. However, though, we got to continue on. And in the top 4 now, the 4th most annoying weapon in Pixel Gun 3D history is the Adamant Bomber. And I could honestly compare this with a couple of other ones. The Kaboom is another one back when that one was first released, but the Adamant Bomber even more. See, the Adamant Bomber was an area damage weapon, but you could bounce the little grenades off of walls, right? And imagine that with a pretty fast firing rates, and a person just spams these grenades bouncing down the hallways in Silent School. You can't go up against that. You can't beat that, all right? Some little 5-year-old with the Adamant Bomber just has to hold down the firing button at the end of the hallway in Pool Party, and then he gets 16 kills before he even knows what a kill means, okay? His grammar isn't even developed enough to know what the word kill means, yet he's actually winning matches using the Adamant Bomber. I never liked weapons where it takes little to no skill when using, and the Adamant Bomber was certainly one of those weapons. Anyways, though, continuing on, the 3rd most annoying weapon in Pixel Gun 3D in the history of the entire game was the Ghost Lantern. Now, you might be a little surprised that this isn't number 1, but believe me, there are even worse weapons than the Ghost Lantern. I mean, do I even need to talk about the Ghost Lantern? You know the history of that weapon. I've talked about it in many of my past videos. This thing had a big thing about the size of the entire hallway in Silent School. So if somebody shot one of the little ghosts out of the Ghost Lantern, it was completely unavoidable. It was slow moving, right? So you actually really didn't even know that this thing was there until it was too late. It was right in your face, right? This thing was a one-shot kill, and it also went through walls. I mean, that's a recipe for disaster. And of course, everybody would use it in matches, okay? I mean, seriously, if you went back to my 2016 videos, 2017 videos, all you would see is ghosts from the Ghost Lantern everywhere. And it was one of the most annoying weapons in Pixel Gun 3D history. However, a weapon that is still annoying to this very day, a weapon that I hate with a passion in Pixel Gun 3D and desperately want removed ever since its origination in this game, was the singular grenade. Oh dear God, the singular grenade, the 2nd worst weapon in this entire game. The singular grenade, when thrown, would basically gravitate the players to the center of the grenade, and they can't escape the black hole that the grenade creates. You think about how annoying that is, right? You're sitting there, 15 kill streak, you're trying to get yourself some massive fury, whatever the heck is past that kill streak, right? And you're doing so perfectly well, And then some kid decides, oh, I'm just going to throw my singular grenade. And then you get stuck in that thing. And then some other noob kills you with a one-shot kill area damage weapon. All right? You could have easily killed both of them, but since they threw a freaking singular grenade, you were kind of stuck. I hate that thing, and I'm pretty sure most people do. Some people might like using it, but everybody hates it when they get stuck inside of it. However, we do have a weapon that's even worse than the singular grenade, and it's actually a combination of two. And these are the weapons: the Nanobots Rifle and the Smart Bullet Bazooka. Both of these weapons do not exist in Pixel Gun 3D anymore, all right? You can't buy these weapons in the shop, and even people that did buy these weapons cannot use them anymore. They are gone. The thing that made these weapons so unbelievably overpowered was the fact that they were basically like heat-seeking missiles, okay? And they were only about a 1 to 2, maybe sometimes a 3-shot kill. So you think about it, some kid can shoot directly up into the sky with the Nanobots Rifle, and then that rocket will it will go and find an enemy player and then kill them behind a wall. It will find the enemies and the bullets will actually kill them without you even aiming at them. That is how unbelievably broken and overpowered those weapons are. Now, I like heat-seeking missiles, right? I like something like the Stinger in Pixel Gun 3D. Or, I honestly don't even mind the Judge that much, right? Where you actually control the rocket yourself. But a weapon that automatically controls it, that is completely unavoidable, where when somebody fires it and you see it coming toward you, it doesn't matter if you hide behind a wall or do anything, that thing will turn around and still kill you. That is probably the most annoying thing in Pixel Gun 3D. So the Nanobots Rifle and the Smart Bullet Bazooka are crowned as the most annoying weapons in Pixel Gun 3D history. And with that being said, my friends, we are finished with today's video. Really hope you all enjoyed the background gameplay, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video in general. If you guys did, then I would greatly appreciate a like rating down below, and subscribe to my channel for tons more Pixel Gun 3D content coming out very, very soon. I have a top 10 secret locations video that I'll link down below in the description. If you want to know how to get outside of the map Ghost Town and a lot of other maps, check it out. It'll be linked below, but that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for staying until the end. And I'll see you all later.